Morning students, today we will learn animal classification. All organisms as animals share some common features. They obtain food by consuming it. Animals digest a particular food. There are huge differences between animals, and in order to study them, they need to be classified further. Animals are classified into groups with animals that are physically similar to them. Animals classified together are also more closely related and are genetically similar to each other. And they do have a common ancestor. First stage of animal classification is to classify it as vertebrate or an invertebrate. Vertebrates have an internal skeleton. Although vertebrates often refers to just the backbone, but invertebrates, they do not have an internal skeleton. Invertebrates includes annelids, arthropods, cnidaria, echinoderms, mollusks, nematode. Annelids include segmented worms, example earthworm. They are cylindrical body shape. Some live on land and some live in water, and an opening at each end of the body. Arthropods include insects, spiders, centipede and crustaceans. They have hard external skeleton and their limbs are jointed. Example, cockroach. Cnidaria, they are soft-bodied organisms like the jellyfish. They have stinging tentacles. They live in water and only have one opening in their body. Echinoderms, like the starfish, their body has five-fold symmetry. That means you can cut open them into two equal halves. The external skeleton is made up of line, and the skeleton is covered with spines or spikes. Mollusk. Example are snails, slugs, squids and other soft-bodied with a muscular foot or tentacles. Some organisms even have hard shell. Nematode worms, also known as roundworms, and they do not have segments. Other class includes Porifera. Porifera are non-motile animals, and there are holes or pores over their body, and they behave like sponges. Example are Spongilla or river sponges. Another such phylum is Platyhelminthes. The body of animals in this group is far more complexly designed, and the body is bilaterally symmetrical. That means you can cut it into two equal halves only in one axis. There are three layers of cells from which tissues can be made in Platyhelminthes. However, there is no true internal body cavity or coelom for Platyhelminthes. The body is flattened in the case of Platyhelminthes and so they are known as flatworms. They are either free living or parasitic. For example, liver flu. Classes of vertebrates. Vertebrates are classified into 5 classes: mammals, fish, amphibians, reptiles and birds. Each class has different features. Mammals, they can control their internal body temperature, and as you know, they have 4 limbs and the body is covered with fur or hair. They give birth to fully formed live young, and they feed their young with the milk. They have a diaphragm to help breathing. Birds, body is covered with feathers. Body consists of 4 limbs. 4 limbs form the wings. They can control their own body temperature. Upper and lower jaw extend to form a beak. Birds lay hard-shelled eggs. Chicks hatch from these after the incubation period. Amphibians live life in 2 phases. The first part of their life is in water and the second part is on land. They have gills during their larval stage, that means when they are in water, and have lungs as they are adult. They lay soft jelly-like eggs in water, and eggs are fertilized externally. They have smooth, moist skin, and the skin between their toes are webbed, and they have 4 limbs. Reptiles, as you know, the lizards, crocodiles and snakes come under reptiles. They have dry, scaly skin, and they lay tough, leathery eggs. And the eggs are fertilized internally, and they can regulate their internal body temperature by basking in sun. Other than snakes, every other reptiles have 4 limbs. Fish. The body are covered with flaky overlapping scales, and they spend their entire life in water. They do not breathe air or have lungs, but obtain oxygen through their gills. They have fins that helps them to move. They reproduce sexually, but the eggs are fertilized externally. Now, problems with classification. Classification can be difficult as organisms from different classes may share similar features. For example, a kite and a bat, they are birds in their physical appearance, but bat, they give birth to their young ones. So bat comes under mammal. Another such example, fish and whale. They both live underwater, but whale, as they give birth to their young ones, whale is also classified under mammals. So it is generally body features used to classify living things and not their mode of life. There is a small classification key. If you are given an organism, the first question that you should have is, does it have hair on its body? If yes, it is a mammal. If no, go to the next question. Does it have feathers? If yes, it is a bird. If no, go to the next question. Is the skin moist? If yes, the organism is an amphibian. If no, go to the next question. Does it have dry scales on it? If yes, it is reptile. If no, it is a fish. And that is all with the animal classification. Have a good day.